Then when you ponder over the day of judgment, and you ponder over the verses of the Quran, وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ مَطْوِيَّاتٌ بِيَمِينِهِ, that the whole earth, Allahu Akbar, this earth will be grasped in his hand. Can you imagine like holding a tennis ball and playing about with it and throwing it up and down? This earth will be grasped by the Almighty Allah on the day of judgment. And these heavens, which I've just told you how big they are, your mind cannot get over this. My mind cannot even comprehend the size of the heavens. The Quran says, وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ مَطْوِيَّاتٌ بِيَمِينِهِ, that these heavens will be rolled up in his right hand. And the Almighty Allah will say on the day of judgment, أَنَا الْمَلِكُ أَيْنَ مُلُوكِ الْأَرْضِ, that I am the king, I am the king of all kings. Where are the kings of the dunya today? Where are your Gorbachevs? Where are your Bushes? Where are your Blairs? When nobody answers, everybody will be dumbfounded, everybody will be speechless, everybody, their heads will be on the floor, there will be prostration. When you see this on the day of judgment, you will acknowledge, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, and greatness is for the Almighty Allah. Then when you think of the Hashr, when you think of the resurrection, how the Almighty Allah will bring back every single creation, every single thing that the Almighty Allah has created, how He will put it back together. فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ. When you ponder over this, you will realize that the greatness is for the Almighty Allah. Even if somebody was to drown in the ocean, for example, somebody was to drown inside the ocean, he's died inside the ocean, millions of different fish come and they eat from his flesh, and then these fish go, and there is nothing remains except for bones. Then the waves come and they take these bones and they throw them onto land, they throw them onto shore. The bones have been there for days, the bones have decayed. Come a few days after, the camels come and the camels eat from here, and then the camels in turn drop droppings, and then what happens is a group of people come and they take these droppings and they use them as fuel. A fire is lit. After a while, the fire is put out. Come the wind and it takes these ashes and it throws them to different corners of the world. Allahu Akbar. Come the sound of the horn. Come the command of Allah. And those that are inside their graves and those that died in this manner, فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ, in the eyes of Allah, they will be equal, and He will gather them exactly the same, and they will be standing and they will be looking on. When you ponder over this, you realize that the greatness is for the Almighty Allah. Then when you ponder over the gathering, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make every living being that has ever been created, how Allah will make them to gather on a flat white plain. It will be the greatest congregation ever seen. Can you imagine? Every man that Allah ever created will be on that plane of resurrection. Every woman that Allah ever created will be on that plane of resurrection. Every male jinn that Allah ever created will be on that plane of resurrection. Every female jinn that Allah ever created will be on the plane of resurrection. It will be the greatest congregation ever seen. The humankind will number in billions. Can you imagine? The earth will be like rubber, the way it is expanded, the earth will be expanded, and every living being will be on the plane of resurrection. The humankind will number in billions. The jinns will be hundreds and thousands of times more than the humankind, and they will be on the plane of resurrection. Can you imagine how many billions of people and how many billions of jinn will be on the plane of resurrection? It will not come to an end. ثُمَّ نَزَلَ أَهْلُ السَّمَاءِ الدُّنْيَا, and then the angels of the first heaven will descend, and the angels of the first heaven, there will be hundreds and times more than the whole of mankind, the humankind, the jinn kind put together, and these angels will descend from the heavens. And when the angels are close to the dunya, Allahu Akbar, mankind on seeing the angels will begin to call out, Afikum Rabbuna, is Allah amongst you? And you will fall flat on the plane of resurrection. You will fall in prostration. Can you imagine this? Can you visualize this? There are billions and billions of you, humankind, jinn kind, millions and billions of angels are descending from above, and all the mankind, everybody that Allah has ever created is in prostration. When you ponder over this, you will realize that the greatness is for Allah. This is just the beginning, because after this, the angels of the second heaven will descend. The angels of the second heaven will be hundreds and thousands of times more than the angels of the first heaven. Then the angels of the third will descend, and there will be hundreds of times than the angels of the second. The angels of the fourth will descend. The angels of the fifth will descend. The angels of the sixth will descend. The angels of the seventh will descend. على قدر ذلك من التضعيف، أضعاف الشدة والقوة والنجدة والشجاعة والغلظة والعزمة، ملائكة متراصة أقدامهم مستكة مناكبهم. The hadith states that every time the angels descend from the heavens, there will be hundreds and thousands of times more than the angels that were before them. And these angels, they will be more stronger than the angels before them. They will be more braver than the angels before them. They will be more in number than the angels in before them. They will be more in harshness. They will be more in severity. They will be more in rigorism. They will be more in forcefulness. Can you imagine on that day how many angels will descend? When you ponder over this, you will realize, when you ponder over all this creation that Allah has created, you will realize that greatness is for the Almighty Allah. And then when you think that amongst these angels will be the life of Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, he is just one angel. The hadith states, لَهُ سِتُّ مِئَ جَنَاحٍ جَنَاحٌ مِنْهَا قَدْ سَدَّ الْأُفُقِ. He has 600 wings. One wing is such that it is bigger than the east and west put together. يَتَنَاثَرُ مِنْ أَجْنِحَتِهِ اللُّؤْلُؤُ وَالْيَاقُوتُ اللُّؤْلُؤُ وَالْيَاقُوتُ. And from his wings fall diamonds and emeralds and embellishments, مَا لَا يَعْلَمُهُ إِلَّا اللَّهُ, the limits of which only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. Such an angel that he has such strength, كَأَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَى ذُو مِرَّةٍ فَاسْتَوَى, that it is narrated he picked up all the cities of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam on one wing. All the cities with all the people, hundreds and thousands of them, with their buildings, with their possessions, with their animals, and he took them right to the heaven, so close to the heaven that the hadith states, حتى سمعت الملائكة نباح كلابهم وصيحة ذيكتهم. He took them so close to the heaven that the angels heard their dogs barking and the angels heard their roosters crowing. He took them so close to the heaven, and then he turned it, فَجَعَلَ عَالِيَهَا سَافِلَهَا, and he threw them down to earth. Amongst them will be angels like Sayyidina Jibreel who possess such strength. Amongst them will be angels like Sayyidina Israfil. Sayyidina Israfil possesses such strength that he is the one who is carrying the horn. One ring of the horn is so big that in the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam it is stated that one circle of the ring is bigger than the east and west put together, and all the souls will be inside this. Amongst them will be angels like Sayyidina Israfil alayhi salam. Can you imagine, can you comprehend this? Billions and trillions of angels with the whole of mankind on the plane of resurrection. When you ponder over this and you ponder over the strength of the creation of the Almighty Allah, you will realize that Allah is the greatest and greatness is for Allah. After all what I've mentioned, you open the book of Allah and then you see the verse of the Quran, إِن يَشَأْ يُذْهِبْكُمْ وَيَأْتِ بِخَلْقٍ جَدِيدٍ وَمَا ذَلِكَ عَلَى اللَّهِ بِعَزِيزٍ. That the Almighty Allah, all this creation that I've mentioned, has the power to wipe all this creation within a blinking of an eye and replace it all. You will realize that the greatness is for the Almighty Allah. Then you open the books of our hadith and the hadith of Abu Zar saying, you will realize that the greatness is for the Almighty Allah. The Almighty Allah is saying, Ya ibadi, kullukum dalun illa man hadaytu fastahduni. O my servants, you were all astray except for the one I have guided. Ask me for guidance, I will guide you. Ya ibadi, kullukum ja'iyun illa man at'amtu fastadimuni ut'imkum. O my servants, you were all hungry except for the one I have fed. Ask me for food, I will give you food. Ya ibadi, kullukum arin illa man kasawtu fastaksuni aksakum. O my servants, you were all naked except for the one I have clothed. Ask me for clothes, I will clothe you. Ya ibadi, innakum tukhti'una bil-layli wan-nahar wa la aghfiru adh-dhunuba jami'a fastaghfiruni aghfir lakum. O my servants, you all sin. You sin by day, you sin by night. Major sin. I am the Almighty Allah. I forgive all sins. Ask me forgiveness, I will forgive you. Ya ibadi, law anna awwalakum wa akhirakum wa insakum wa jinnakum kanu ala afjar qalbi wahidin minkum ma nakasa dhalik fi mulki shay'a. O my servants, if all the creation that I ever created, the men from amongst you, the first, the last, the jinn kind from amongst you, the first, the last, if they were to become like the most evil man amongst you, that would not decrease my kingdom in anything. Ya ibadi, law anna awwalakum wa akhirakum wa insakum wa jinnakum kanu ala atqa qalbi rajulin wahidin minkum ma zada dhalik fi mulki shay'a. O my servants, if every one of you, the first of you, the last of you, the humankind from amongst you, the jinn kind from amongst you, if you all became muttaqis, if you all became like the walis, and you became the awliya of Allah, you became like the most pious man from amongst you, that would not increase my kingdom in anything. Ya ibadi, law anna awwalakum wa akhirakum wa insakum wa jinnakum qamu fi sa'idin wahid fasa'aluni fa'ataytu kulla insanin mas'alata ma nakasa dhalika mimma indi illa kama yanqusu al-mikhyatu idha udkhala al-bahr. O my people, if every one of you that I have ever created, the first from amongst you, the last from amongst you, the humankind kind from amongst you, the jinn kind from amongst you, if you were to stand on a flat white plane, and then each and every one of you were to ask me for something, were to beg for something, you ask for a helicopter, the second ask for something else, the third ask for something else, and I fulfill every request that you ask me for, that would not decrease what I have with me to more than the eye of a needle decreases the sea when it is put inside it. When Abu Idris would read this hadith of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he would fall flat on his knees, because this hadith clearly suggests that the greatness of the Almighty Allah. And when you ponder over this, you realize that greatness belongs to the Almighty Allah and Allah alone. Allah! This is the reality of our Creator.